welcome to today's episode of The Human Angle. Our mental health is a crucial part of our well-being that helps us to make good decisions. And it is most often at this point of the year, a lot of people begin to feel moody. And for some, it is mostly impossible to enjoy the season or the company of the people around them. And even when they do, they still find little or no joy in the activities and all that is going on around them. And therefore today, we'll be exploring our mental health, discussing the topic, nurturing your mental health this festive season from the Proshare Foundation. Record has it that the mental health challenge is largely attributed to financial stressors, the problematic family issues that never seem to have an end, or painful reminders of traumatic events or loss of loved ones. And for some people, organizing, planning, and getting everything done around the festive season or the holidays can be quite overwhelming and can send them down the rabbit hole. Now, regardless of what affects your mood at this time, know that you owe it to yourself to guard your mental health well. I mean, very, very well. Now, let's consider some tips that can help you out during this festive season. The first is, keep your routine. We all get into routine living, routines like diet, exercise, social lifestyle, our work schedule, sleeping routine, and attending to family and friends. The list goes on. But do you know that with all the unwinding down for the year, this routine begins to change? Now, here's the thing. We get more frantic, we tend to worry more, we try to meet with our financial needs, the pressure from work, the expectations from families, surviving the holidays with relatives, and so on. These are some of the things that can impair on the regular routines we have built, resulting to changes that may manifest in ways that are totally unhealthy to us. So I'll suggest that you worry less, ensure that you sleep well, exercise as much as possible, eat right, and try to take you one day at a time. And the second is, get in tune with your emotions. Stop bottling things up. I mean, discard the idea of suppressing your feelings or not having to acknowledge them. It is a wrong coping mechanism and it will definitely not make you feel any better. So a way out of this is that you acknowledge your feelings of the moment, not necessarily to dwell in them, but take time to remind yourselves that this feeling is not only for a moment and it is not permanent. And regardless of the tension and the pressure you may feel, speak to someone if you're lucky to have that around you. And if not, look for the joy points and embrace them. And you can also take a time out and just breathe. Thirdly, you can take a break or just stop. Do you know that saying about finding your own way to recharge so you can recharge others? We disregard this so many times, especially women who are primary caregivers. They worry about everyone around them, what to get the kids, what to cook, care for the spouse. I mean, the list is endless. What about you take a break to care for yourself? So I'll suggest something. I'll suggest that you take the time to enjoy the moment, find your own alone time. I mean, a lot of times we call it the me time. Do something fun and beautiful for yourself and find something that recharges your emotional self. This will not only help you recharge yourself, but it will also make you a better company for others. Now, number 4 is, do you know that perfection can be a myth, but keeping it real can be achieved? Now, what shall it profit a person to build castles in the air, only to be reminded that it is all a fantasy? We envisage perfection, and quite often we get sucked in a disappointment cocoon we have managed to wrap around ourselves. So one way out of this is focus on the important. Keep a gratitude journal. Find joy in the seemingly silly things around you. And keep in mind that it is not about the decorations or the food. I mean, the food can be great sometimes, or the perfect house, or the perfectly behaved kids, but in the memories you are building with your loved ones. Now, number 5 is setting and maintaining boundaries. Now, understand that having and maintaining boundaries does not make you a bad person. And saying no does not make you a wicked person either. So please, stop letting people suck you into a hole so 8 feet below the ground. I mean, it is okay to make sacrifices sometimes, but do not be the one sacrificing always for your loved ones because you cannot say no to them. You own your needs, and your health, your well-being are equally important. Then going forward, here's what I think. Set your boundaries and let your loved ones know, or the people around you know. You can also step away from situations that not only stress you, but drain and make you feel under pressure. Remember that at every point in time, your mental health is a key, or it is key to your survival. And lastly, take your physical health more seriously. You'll recall that in recent times, there's been cases of sudden death, cardiac arrest, and a whole lot of health issues. And it all seemed like the life expectancy has dropped drastically. Now take time to go for medical checkups. Acknowledge it when your body is exhausted and needs that so much needed rest. Do not push yourself beyond your boundaries and try as much as possible to rest. It will also help your mental health. Finally, while it may be tempting to go overboard during the festive season, from indulging in Christmas treats to your financial decisions to social interactions or even your emotional state, try as much as possible to be as moderate in everything that you do. And that would be all for today's edition of The Human Angle. You might want to share with us 1 or 2 things that you've learned, or if you've got questions or comments, kindly send it to programs@proshare.ng.com or business@proshare.ng.com. We'll be glad to hear from you. You can also visit our website on www.proshareng.com to get more information on your personal finances and updates from our news stories and videos. You can also follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. Till next week, thank you for watching, and bye for now.